What's good, everybody? It's your boy Ken and Chao, and we are back with another basketball video. And today, you can already tell by the title, man, this top 10 basketball list, top 5 worst basketball list, any top basketball YouTuber list has been going crazy in the community. So I thought I would make my own top 25 list. Now, it's not just an ordinary list. I added some rules into it. So here are the 4 rules. Number 1, did not play professional basketball. Number 2, cannot be a basketball trainer. Number 3, posted a basketball video within the last year. Number 4, I did not include myself in this list because I didn't want to make it biased. And yeah, pretty much it. Before we start the video, be sure to go subscribe to the channel right now. Sub to the second channel. Much love to you guys for watching. Let's get into the video. Coming in at number 25, we have my man FTC Flight Team. Stand up. Yes, sir. We have Flight standing at number 25. Now, a lot of you guys going to be debating this, saying, oh, why is Flight number 25? This makes no sense. But check me out. Flight has played a lot of IRL basketball videos. He might not be the best one-on-one basketball player, but from my experience, what I've seen from him when he plays in a team setting, he actually is a better teammate than most basketball players in the basketball community. He knows where he's supposed to be. His IQ is actually pretty good in a basketball team setting. He just knows to make the right play at the right time. And even though he might not be the best offensive player, his defense actually isn't that bad. Here are his attributes. Have him C for strength, C for shooting, C+ for handles, B for finishing, and B for defense. My NBA comparison for Flight's OG Anunoby, they kind of have the similar play style. Just know where they're supposed to be on the court, make the occasional 3, make the occasional mid-range, but really just plays their heart out and just gives a team effort. And that's why I have Flight at number 25. Coming in at number 24, we have JIEDEL. JIEDEL's part of 2Hype. I feel like people do forget he does post basketball content. Here are his attributes. I have him B for strength, C+ for shooting, C for handles, B for finishing, and B+ on defense. My NBA comparison for JIEDEL is Robert and Lopez. You know, they have similar play styles. They both pretty stocky. JIEDEL stands about 5'10", but he's really hard to guard in the post because he uses his wide frame, and he has a pretty good mid-range jumper. That's why I put JIEDEL at number 24. Alright, at number 23, we have FAZE. Now, I've only seen FAZE play one time, and then that was at the Ace Family charity game. You can't really judge a person off of one exact game. I feel like for me, you got to have at least 2 to 3 games to really see what they're made of. But here are his attributes. I have him C- for strength, B+ for shooting, C+ for handles, C+ for finishing, and C for defense. My NBA comparison for him is JJ Redick. I saw some of the videos on his channel and his brother's channel. He's pretty much just kind of like a sharpshooter in the corner or in the wing, and that's why I gave him JJ Redick. At number 22, I have Jenna Bandy. Now, all these other basketball lists didn't have female hoopers. You know, the game is for everybody, so I had to show my respect out to all the girls and all the females that are playing basketball, man. Big shout out to you guys. Put her on the list at number 22. Now, Jenna actually does have basketball experience. She used to play at Cal State Monterey Bay. So here are her rankings. I gave her C+ for strength, B for shooting, B+ for handles, C+ for finishing, and C for defense. My NBA comparison for her is Gary Harris. My WNBA comparison for her is Diana Taurasi. Big shout out to Jenna for representing the females in the basketball community. Now, Jenna actually is a really good basketball player. She does have a tight handle on the ball. She doesn't really have the quickest first step, and I think her strong suit, it really is shooting and her mid-range pull-up. At number 21, we have BRAWADIS. Now, I haven't seen BRAWADIS play other than the Ace Family charity game, just like his brother FaZe. But he does have a lot of other basketball clips on his channel. He plays in some men's leagues, and he plays with his friends all the time. So here are his rankings. I gave him C for strength, B for shooting, B+ for handles, B for finishing, and C+ on defense. My NBA comparison for him is Matthew Dellavedova. I feel like they have really similar play styles. Hits the 3, can handle, get into the lane, finish with the floater, and yeah, that's why he comes in at number 21. At number 20, we have another female hooper, BRIANA Green. Now, BRIANA Green actually does have college experience too. She played at UTEP, and she also was part of the Harlem Globetrotters, so big shout out to her for representing the females in the basketball community. Here are her rankings. I gave her C+ for strength, B+ for shooting, A for handles, B for finishing, and C+ on defense. My NBA comparison for her is John Wall. My WNBA comparison for her is Skylar Diggins. Big shout out to you, Brianna, for representing the females in the basketball community too. Number 19, we have 50K Mal. So I played with Mal a couple times, so I kind of get a feel for his game. Here are his rankings. I gave him B for strength, A for shooting, B for handles, B- for finishing, and B- for defense. My NBA comparison to him is James Harden. Big shout out to you, Mal. Now, Mal does have a pretty good step back. That's why I compared it to James Harden. He makes a lot of his step back in the elbow, though. Not really the three-pointer, but he can hit the three. He drives on an occasion, but honestly, his strong shoot is a step back mid-range. At number 18, I have RICEGUM. Yes, RICEGUM. I've seen RICEGUM play 3 times against 3 very good opponents, and this is why I have him at number 18. Here are his rankings. I have him C for strength, A+ for shooting, A handles, C+ for finishing, and C on defense. His NBA comparison is Tim Hardaway. RICEGUM's game really depends on his shooting. If he's on that day, it's really hard for him to miss a shot. He's a really streaky shooter, but from the games I've seen him play, he has been on from beyond the arc, and he can get to the lane. His handle's pretty tight. The only weakness he has really is his defense and his strength. His defense isn't the best. That's why people do use their size in the paint, and that's why I gave him a C on defense, C on strength. I think he weighs about maybe 140, standing at like 5'10", so yeah. Number 17, we have Nick BRIZ. Now, a lot of people don't know this because Nick BRIZ is more of an IG guy, but he has been uploading a lot on YouTube. This guy is super athletic, can get to the rim, pretty much just dunks everything, you guys, and this is why I have him at number 17. Here are his rankings. I have him A for strength, C+ for shooting, B- handles, B finishing, and B+ on defense. My NBA comparison for him is Terrence Ferguson. Now, Nick BRIZ's game, I've only seen him play once, and that was at All-Star Weekend. He really just was dunking everything until I see a different part of his game, almost like a mid-range pull-up or a crossover pull-up or even a deep three. I might have put him lower on the list, but for now, I'm keeping him at number 17. Big shout out to you, Nick. Number 16, I have DDG. Now, DDG is considered more of a rapper than a basketball player, but he does post a lot of basketball videos on his channel. And back in the day, he did post a lot of basketball videos in general, but now he's more of a rapper. Here are his power rankings. I have him A for strength, B+ for shooting, B- for handles, C+ for finishing, and B+ on defense. My NBA comparison for DDG is Will Barton. Now, I've only seen DDG play a couple times. I think he really loves to use his body, even though he's not that big. He stands about 5'9", 5'10", but he loves bully ball. He loves to play in the paint, and when he's on from three-pointer, he's on from three-pointer. At number 15, I have my man Austin Mills. Now, Austin actually does have basketball experience. He played at the D1 level. He played at Baylor, you guys, and you guys know he won that Ace Family three-point competition where you had to hit 10 threes in a row. My man is just a straight-eye dead shooter from beyond the arc. Here are his rankings. I gave him B for strength, A+ for shooting, B- handles, B finishing, and C on defense. My NBA comparison for Austin is Jimmer Fredette. Both know Jimmy is pretty much just a dead eye from three, bro. He pulled from everywhere. He was so deadly in college. He was really good in the NBA for a good amount of time too. And yeah, I think Austin and Jimmer Fredette's game is really comparable in that aspect. Now, I've seen Austin play a few times in an actual game. He is a dead-eye shooter. I haven't really seen him do much other than shooting, like driving to the lane or like a mid-range pull-up. So this is why I have him at number 15. At number 14, I have Duke Dennis. Now, I've seen Duke play a couple times now, you guys, and I feel like he has been slept on in the basketball community because he does a lot more gaming, you know, 2K. He doesn't post too much IRLs. Here are his rankings. I have him B for strength, B for shooting, A for handles, A for finishing, and B for defense. Duke's playstyle is really similar to J.R. Smith in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? They can shoot the three, super athletic, can get to the lane, can finish at the rim. And Duke really depends on his athleticism. That's why he can get to the rim so easy, and when the defender is laying off on him, he can pull the three. So he is really slept on, and this is why I have him at number 14. Number 13, we have Ty the Guy. Yes, Ty the Guy, man. Ty actually is a really good basketball player. I played against him. You guys know in my one-on-one. I got a good feel for his game. Here are his rankings. As C+ for strength, B+ for shooting, B+ for handles, B- for finishing, and B on defense. My NBA comparison to him is Jason Tatum. Now, I compared him to Jason Tatum because he has a really similar sidestep like Jason Tatum, where he pushes the ball off his right and then moves to the left and can really just knock down that shot almost 90% of the time from what I've seen on all his videos, and I witnessed it in person. Ty is a really smooth player. He uses his length as his strength. He can really pull the three as well, but I haven't really seen much else from him other than the three and driving to the rim. I haven't really seen a pull up or a post fade, and this is why I have him at number 13. At number 12, I have Jay Jones. Yes, I have Jay Jones at number 12, you guys. You know, here are his rankings. A for strength, B+ for shooting, B- for handles, B+ for finishing, B- for defense, and my NBA comparison to him is Eric Bledsoe. Now, I played with Jay Jones and I've seen him play. Jay Jones is a really athletic guard. He can make the pull-up mid-range. He can shoot from three, can get to the rim. I think the only thing that kind of puts him under all these other players is his size. He's not that tall. He is an athletic build, though. I think he stands about 180, maybe 185. But overall, his game is nice, and I have him at number 12. At number 11, we have the man Cash Nasty. Here are his rankings. A+ for strength, C+ for shooting, B- for handles, A- for finishing, and A+ on defense. My NBA comparison for Cash is Patrick Beverly. Now, a lot of you guys can be questioned about this one, but I've played with Cash many times. I've seen Cash play many times. He uses his strength to his advantage. He's a lot bigger than a lot of other basketball YouTubers. He knows that too, so that's why he plays a lot of bully ball in the paint, and he uses his strength on defense as well. Cash is the type of player that you hate to play against, but you'd love to have him on your team because you don't really have to deal with that pesky defense, you know, in your shirt kind of defense, and the physical, push you around. Also, Cash has been improving his shooting. He makes all his shots from above the arc. He explained in one of his videos that he was practicing that he did 100 shots because that's where majority of the time you check up the ball. So he does have that in his bag now. I think the only thing with Cash is that his handles isn't the best, and at the rim he doesn't finish 100% of the time, which he should with his size and his athleticism, but he does miss a lot of layups, and this is why I have him at number 11. For those of you guys who are still watching, much love to you guys, man. We made it to the top 10 list. I hope you guys haven't been enjoying this video. If you have, leave a like and comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the list so far. But we moved to the top 10, you guys. It's about to get juicy. It's about to get crazy. Let's get it. At number 10, we have Jesser the Laser. Now, I gave Jesser these rankings. I gave him B- for strength, A for shooting, A- for handles, B+ for finishing, and B- on defense. My NBA comparison for Jesser is Luka Doncic. Now, Jesser's game actually is slept on. Jesser stands about 6'3", weighs about 190 to 200 pounds. He knows how to use his size. His handle is really tight. He can shoot from beyond the arc, and he has a nasty sidestep move that he goes to almost every time when he plays someone one-on-one or two-on-two. Overall, Jesser's game is really good. I think if he took basketball more serious, he could be actually an elite player, but he just does it for entertainment purposes, which is fine. At the same time, I put him at top 10 because he is slept on in the community. He actually is a really good hooper. He can play. And this is why I have Jesser at number 10 in my top 25 basketball list. At number 9, we have ZACKTTG. Here are the rankings I gave Zach. B for strength, A- for shooting, B+ for handles, A for finishing, B and B+ for defense. My NBA comparison for Zach is Carmelo Anthony. Now, Zach's game has been slept on a lot, and if you guys don't know this, Zach did play college basketball, so he has that experience. Zach stands about 6 foot, 190, maybe 195, super athletic, can dunk the ball, uses his size to advantage, and he actually has a really good shot. He puts a lot of rotation on that ball. I think Zach's game really does resemble Carmelo Anthony. You know, they have that mid-range pull-up, size you up kind of at the elbow, take you to the rack, but could shoot at the same time, and this is why I have Zach at number 9. Number 8, we have DC Heat. Now, a lot of you guys have been saying DC Heat should be included in the top 10 list, but personally, I just don't think people know much about DC Heat. I really didn't know about him until you guys brought him up either. I apologize in advance, but his game is actually really good. I saw all his videos. I think he just graduated high school. I've seen his high school mixtape. I've seen him play FRIGA, and his game overall is really good. I think he stands about like 6'7". I want to say 6'7", and he has a really good shot. Here are his rankings. I gave him B+ for strength, A- for shooting, B+ for handles, A- for finishing, and A- on defense. My NBA comparison for him is Tyler Hero. I honestly think they have really similar play styles. Just shoots the 3 ball, really can pull up from anywhere on the court, and he can get to his shot whenever he wants. He has really tight handles. He's pretty athletic for his size. He's still young, so I think he actually could be a really good player as the years progress, but right now I have him at number 8. At number 7, I have SOLLUMINATI. Here are his rankings. B for strength, A for shooting, A for handles, B- for finishing, A- on defense. My NBA comparison for him is Tayshaun Prince. I think Sol and Tayshaun Prince have really similar play styles. You know, they're both lefties. They can both get to the rim. They're really good on defense. They can make the 3 ball. Sol stands about 6'6", 6'7", if I'm not wrong, and he knows how to use his body. He's overall a really good basketball player, and this is why I have him at number 7. At number 6, I have Tanner Morgan, aka Timo. My rankings for Timo is A for strength, B+ for shooting, B+ for handles, B+ for finishing, and A+ on defense. My NBA comparison for Timo is Serge Ibaka. Now, I think this NBA comparison is spot on. They really have similar play styles. Super athletic, can get to the rim, finish there with a massive dunk, can make the mid-range, can shoot the 3. Timo stands about 6'9", 6'10", maybe weighs about 210, 220, so that's why I gave him an A in his strength. His shooting is really good, but I haven't seen him make consistent jumpers, and I think his finishing is an A+, obviously, and his defense is an A+, because I'm sure he is blocking many shots at the rim, and this is why I have Timo at number 6. Coming in at number 5, we have Marcellus Howard. Here are Marcellus's rankings. B+ for strength, A for shooting, A+ for handles, A for finishing, and B- on defense. My NBA comparison for Marcellus is Isaiah Thomas on the Celtics. Now, Marcellus actually does have college experience. He played at Holy Names University, which is a D2. He got a full ride there to play college basketball. He just came out with his college mixtape, so be sure to go check that out too. Marcellus can shoot from beyond the arc. His handle's really tight. He can get to the rim, and before his injury, I seen him windmill and I seen him tomahawk dunk, which shows a lot about his athleticism, and this is why I have him at number 5. At number 4, we have Chris London, aka Giraffe Gang. My ranking for Chris is A- on strength, B+ for shooting, B+ for handles, A+ finishing, and A on defense. My NBA comparison for Chris is Kristaps Porzingis. Now, Chris does get a lot of hate in the community because he's 6'10", but you guys, you can't do anything about that. He naturally is just 6'10". That's just his height. That's his God-gifted talent. He's just that tall, you guys. So you can't take anything away from that. You can't take away his height. He's blocking shots. He's getting to the rim. He's shooting over people. He's going to use his height to his advantage, and that's why I think he is considered a top 5 basketball YouTuber. And let's be real, KRIS can shoot from beyond the arc. I've seen him make threes, and when he's on, he is on. I think KRIS and Kristaps Porzingis have similar play styles because they get to their spot whenever they want. They're shooting over most defenders that are guarding them. They'll use their size to their advantage in the post, and they're super athletic when it comes to finishing at the rim. This is why I have KRIS at number 4. At number 3, we have Devontae FRIGA. Now, Devontae FRIGA, I really didn't know much about him, you guys, until the top 10 list came out. Everyone told me to go check out his channel. I actually did a reaction video to one of his outdoor 5-on-5 basketball. And let me tell you guys, this man is cold. He's played D3 basketball, but he doesn't look like a D3 hooper, you guys. This man should have been at D1 level. I heard he's playing professional. So I made the list before he played professional basketball, so he still does count in my opinion. These are his rankings. I gave him A for strength, A- for shooting, A for handles, A+ for finishing, and B+ on defense. My NBA comparison for him is Jaylen Brown. Now, if you guys don't know about Devontae FRIGA, this man is super athletic. He can finish almost everything at the rim. I believe he stands about 6'1", maybe 190, 195. But he can finish everything at the rim. He's super, super athletic. His shot is spot on. He can get to his spot whenever he wants. At number 2, we have TJASS. Yes, the legendary layup king, layup god, whatever you guys want to call him, man. These are his power rankings. A strength, A shooting, A+ handles, A+ finishing, and A- on defense. My NBA comparison for TJASS is Kyrie Irving. Now, if you guys don't know this already, and I'm sure you guys do, TJASS is the layup god. But this man doesn't just do layups. He's really slept on in his basketball skills. TJASS can play basketball. He can hoop, you guys. His strength is surprisingly strong for his size. His shooting has developed into one of the sharpest shooters on YouTube over the past year. Obviously, you guys know about his handles. This man has crazy handles. And if he adds dunking to his bag, you guys, he's going to be one of the best basketball players on YouTube, in my opinion. His defense is an A-. He can hold his ground. I've seen him play. I played against him. And I've seen him play against really, actually elite basketball players. And this is why I have TJASS at number 2. This next person was a really close call, you guys. To be honest, it was between TJASS and this guy. And at number 1, I have LAPRAY. Yes, the man, the legend, LAPRAY. I don't even got to say much about AJ. You guys already know this man can hoop. He can go. AJ pretty much has everything in his bag, you guys. He played D1. He played at Oregon. He played at Pepperdine. He has experience. He's played against the best of the best. And this is why I have AJ at number 1. Here are his rankings. A for strength, A+ for shooting, A for handles, A+ finishing, and A+ on defense. My NBA comparison for AJ is Klay Thompson. Now, I know you guys might disagree, and if you do, let me explain. He has so many moves in his bag. He can shoot from 3. He can shoot from mid-range. He can finish at the rim with a dunk. His defense is actually really slept on. He slides his feet at the perfect moment. He beats the defender to the spot. He's blocking you at the rim most of the time. And his strength is actually a lot stronger than people think. And this is why I have LAPRAY at number 1 on my list. Yo, thank you guys so much for watching my top 25 basketball YouTuber list. Let me know what you guys thought about it. I'm sure a lot of people are going to react to this, so I'm going to have fun reacting to it back. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know what other videos to do. I might do a top 25 pro basketball YouTuber list. If you guys would like that, leave it in the comment section down below. Be sure to go subscribe right now. Sub to the second channel. 2 of my latest videos are popping up right here. Much love, you guys, for the support. Catch you later next time. Peace.